Hi everyone, welcome to episode 16 of All This Science, the science podcast that explains one scientific concept in 5 minutes or less. I'm Dr. C, all the way from Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada, but you can listen to me anywhere in the world. According to a recent ipso facto poll, All This Science is the second best science podcast in the known universe. First place is a tie amongst all the other science podcasts. But enough of statistics. Let's get to today's topic, scientific risk. And no, I'm not talking about Risk, the game of world domination. The old saying is that without risk, there is no reward, and without fee-based credit cards, there are no travel rewards. So, which scientists have left it all out there on the field in the risky business that is scientific exploration? Well, how about Apollo 11, when humans first landed on the moon, July 20th, 1969? This endeavor is now called a moonshot, a bold effort to achieve a seemingly impossible task. And the effort was fraught with danger and uncertainty. What if the astronauts got stranded on the moon? What if the protective spacesuits malfunctioned? What if aliens captured the astronauts and forced them to drink Tang? In fact, around 4 minutes before landing on the moon, Buzz Aldrin, one of the three astronauts, along with Neil Armstrong and Michael Collins, noticed an error code on the instrument panel, code 1202. Now, this wasn't an error code like a check engine light which you ignore for 6 months. This code signaled that the computer system had too much to do, should reboot, and everything should start over. Aldrin, based on other measurements, made the calculated risk, since time was running out, that the 1202 code was not a valid signal. The radio communication between mission control and the spacecraft was glitchy at that point in time. The lunar landing module settled on the moon, and the rest is history. One small dubstep for man, one giant leap for mankind, and Skrillex. By the way, the moon is not made of cheese. I remember getting to stay up late to watch the moon landing and having some cheesies that evening. I was a 7-year-old boy, and along with some friends and relatives, we were cheering on the mission from the basement, staring at a black and white TV. We had no insulation in our basement, so that was a risk too. I'm going to take a risk and just quote part of a song from Even Stevens, my favorite science resource of all time. Ren sang this when she forgot she had a science fair project due. We went to the moon in 1969, not 1968, but a year later. We went to the moon in 1969. That's when the astronauts first walked inside a crater. We went to the moon in 1969, not 1970, but a year sooner. We went to the moon in 1969. That's when they made a landing that was lunar. We didn't go to the sun or stars. We didn't go to Mercury or Mars. But we went to the moon in 1969, not 1968, but the year after. And once they got there, the astronauts felt fine. They smiled at each other, and there was laughter. From Ren Stevens, who's just a fantastic resource. Who else risks their lives in the name of science? Well, volcanologists who go into craters of volcanoes to collect data, fragrance chemists who have to tolerate dill pickle flavored chips, ice core samplers in Antarctica, and of course storm chasers, all in the pursuit of helping us understand our natural world. If you do something risky, it's important to have some sort of insurance, a safety net. Sometimes, based on the nature and interpretation of the risk, conflicts arise between the insurance company and the insured. A law firm may be called in. So, here's a treat for you. I wrote a song just for you, my All This Science superstars, about personal injury law firms. The fictitious law firm is called the Jones Group, and it's based in the U.S. fictitiously. You can sub in your own favorite personal injury law firm and location and sing along. Enjoy, and follow us on Twitter at AllThisScience or email allthisscience@gmail.com. Let us know what scientific risks, moonshots, you have heard about or want to attempt yourselves one day. We'll feature them in a future listener mailbag episode. And now, adjust your earbuds and crank the volume to 11. Here's my original tune, just for you, the Jones Jive. My house is full of radon, my yard's a toxic sludge. I lost 3 teeth while eating a piece of chocolate fudge. Got Escherichia coli from some imported meat. Don't quite know what I got from a public toilet seat. Crash and burn, to Jones Group I will turn. Any injury, Jones will look after me. Slip or fall, Jones Law Group does it all. Serving the U.S. with integrity. My wife and I got tickets, Dodgers against the Reds. Who would have thunk a baseball would bounce off both our heads? Now I have got a headache, the wife said one for years. We are not happy campers, we're crying in our beers. Was in the health food section of the new Supermart. Picked up some bran and barley because I'm eating smart. Looking for the quinoa, slipped on some broken eggs. Increased my fiber intake but damaged both my legs. California volleyball is my favorite sport, but I never knew a dick would land me in state court. A dirty washed up needle jabbed through my ulnar veins. I need some compensation for these new aches and pains. Crash and burn, to Jones Group I will turn. Any injury, Jones will look after me. Slip or fall, Jones Law Group does it all. Serving the U.S. with integrity. I was taking photos of a humongous bear. He suddenly attacked me and grabbed me by my hair. Ow! It was just a hobby, but now I am so bald. Park rangers did not help me while I was getting mauled. I hopped into a go-kart at the amusement park. The brakes malfunctioned and the friction caused a spark. I smashed into the railing, the cart burst into flame. I need to file a lawsuit, I need to make a claim. A big box store just installed my giant screen TV. Relaxing on the sofa, reruns of the OC. The mounting brackets failed, it all crashed on my knee. Hey, where is Sandy Cone and where's my warranty? Crash and burn, to Jones Group I will turn. Any injury, Jones will look after me. Slip or fall, Jones Law Group does it all. Serving the U.S. with integrity. Was sporting Michael baggies for a fun surfing trip, but on the wavy ocean, it's tough to keep my grip. Yikes, the surfboard just dissolved, must be a design flaw. A shark has just appeared, and he's got an open jaw. While riding my dune buggy on the hot desert sand, the seatbelt over-tightened, squeezed out my prostate gland. Now all my plumbing's broken, it's very hard to pee. Need restitution for my personal injury. I'm not a lion tamer or human cannonball. Don't bungee jump off bridges or climb the Berlin Wall. I don't take risks that might give me a heart attack. But for the unexpected, Jones, I'm glad you've got my back. Crash and burn, to Jones Group I will turn. Any injury, Jones will look after me. Slip or fall, Jones Law Group does it all. Serving the U.S. with integrity. Serving the U.S. with integrity.